What's up, guys? Welcome to Blake's Garage, another totally tubular 2-minute tool time Tuesday. This is a weekly program that I do of new tools, and today we're going to review two awesome tools that everyone needs in the shop or in the garage. I have three of these, I guess, but we're going to review two brand new ones, so let's do it. So we're gonna have a little bit of a battle here between the Dewalt and the Milwaukee, and we're gonna be talking about impact drivers like this. Now this one is a little bit fancier than the impact driver over here because it does have the Bluetooth. However, the specs should be about the same for the Dewalt one over here. So get these little things out of the way. As far as the Milwaukee one that I have here, it's the 996-22 kit. The Dewalt one is the DCF887M2. This was the best one they had at Home Depot. I would have tried to get a Bluetooth version, which Dewalt also makes. The Bluetooth is basically tracking. You can turn the drill on and off, and you can see how many hours the driller used and adjust some settings in there as well. Where this one is just kind of more your standard one. Do a quick unboxing of the comparison right here. I did fully charge these batteries. I have kind of already opened this up, but I thought I would show you guys. So this one has 2 amp hour batteries on it. I do have a fully charged 5 amp hour battery right here, as you could see, fully charged. And this battery here is fully charged also, but for this comparison we'll be using the 5 amp hour batteries. This drill came with 2 batteries and a charger, same as this, came with a charger, but it came with 5 amp hour batteries. So let's do a little head-to-head comparison. So as far as size comparison goes, 5 amp hour batteries on both of these, so the profile should be very similar. Height wise, the Milwaukee is just a hair taller, just a hair. Let me show you. Just a hair taller, so no big deal there. But this is what I think really wins, is the Milwaukee's size of the head right up here. So I'll put these side by side, comparison to the back. And as you can see, the nose, there's a stub out the front. The Dewalt is quite a bit longer. For the next item, I'll just talk about the lights real quick. On the Dewalt, it has 3 lights in the front right there, whereas the Milwaukee has 1 light in the front. Now, as far as power output goes, I think the Milwaukee one's actually quite a bit brighter. I kind of like the color temperature of the Milwaukee actually a bit more. If you guys can see here, the color temp, I don't know, this one seems a bit more bright white to me. If you guys could see that, let's see. It's a bit more bright white in my opinion. So I think that LED wins. However, when you're actually screwing stuff down, the spread of this may be a bit better. So I don't know, let's just put that as a tie. Also guys, just so you know, I do have a lot of Milwaukee stuff up here, and I do have a lot of DeWalt stuff. So I own a lot of both of these tools. However, I've been changing most of my stuff out to the Milwaukee stuff, which is pretty dang awesome. But I really want to get a good comparison on this. As far as the clips go, the Milwaukee has clips on the side. The DeWalt has the same thing. I have them in the box, but you know, you can put them on either side with this as well. So let's talk about the speed indicators, all right? So this one has 4 speeds plus a Bluetooth option, and then this one has 3 speeds. Now, changing these on the DeWalt, it's a little tough. I actually prefer the Milwaukee one, because you just press the button and it changes as you go down. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just very, very simple to do. So I'm gonna give that one a win to Milwaukee as far as speed change. I definitely like the little push button compared to this little lever thing. Now, as far as motors go, these are both brushless. I'm gonna give it a quick sound test. So first, the Milwaukee. Now, the Dewalt. In my opinion, the Dewalt has a little bit of a more high-pitched scratchy noise towards the end. If you listen to the Milwaukee, like the way it stops, the way it breaks, it feels much smoother to me. So I like that. It's a little less noisy in that realm. And by the way, both of these are on high speed. Let's see how quickly they both stop as far as braking. Okay, so I would say that the Dewalt does brake a little bit faster. Maybe that's that extra noise that we're hearing. Whereas this one, just milliseconds, but you can kind of see that this one slows not as fast, so it slows a little slower. Now I'm just going to talk about the forward and reverse functions on these and just how the button feels. Light action on this, very simple to use, very ergonomic. It is a bit more crunchy on the Dewalt, if that makes sense. Finding neutral or the safety position. Finding the neutral position on the Dewalt actually feels a little harder for me to get, but it's whatever. If you use both fingers, and obviously it's whatever, but it is a little bit harder to find that neutral setting where you kind of have that safety on, whereas the Milwaukee, I feel it's a little easier for me to do with one hand, if that makes sense, or one finger. As far as color goes, I'm going to give it to the red one because what kind of car would you like to drive down the road if you were to buy a Ferrari? Would you want a yellow one or a red one? I would definitely get a red one. Same with like a Porsche. If I'm going to get a Porsche, I don't want to be driving around the freaking banana. I want to be driving around the red, so I do like the red color. However, you know, if you're into Dewalt tools, like I'm saying, I have, you know, a bunch of both. Yellow's cool, but I'm giving it to the red for color choice. All right, so now I want to just talk about the smoothness of the drive function. So I want to creep it in and go slow. Feels good, you know, have a good feeling there. Now let's try it with the Milwaukee. You actually have to push it down quite a bit farther. Like I said, it just feels smoother, the whole action of it. The trigger just feels a little bit smoother, in my opinion, on the Milwaukee than the Dewalt. I know it's not really a big deal, but you know, if you're trying to be really precise, I think that the initial gappage right here, or the initial play, can help you come in slow, where the Dewalt is kind of like right away when you hit it, you don't have as much play. So you're going to start spinning screws quicker with this one than you will with this, with the amount of effort of your finger. All right, so now what I think really matters, we're going to put some T25s in these. I wish I had the same style on both these. We could switch it up if one of these starts to dominate, but I don't think it's going to be much different. The length is the same. One is just the DeWalt brand one, and this is just a basic one. So we are going to drive these little screws right here. These are some deck screws that I have into these boards right here. Let's see what we can do. We'll kind of give it a race, and I'll do it with like one side with left and right hand, and then I'll do it switching, right and left hand, but alternating drills. Okay, so we got both of these screws in here. They're in here fresh. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I let off. I don't know why I let off, but I felt like the Milwaukee won there. That was with my left hand, the Milwaukee there, and I am right-handed. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, the DeWalt's a bit slower. So overall, guys, I'm gonna give the win to the Milwaukee right here over the DeWalt. Now, if you want me to possibly compare a different model in the future or something like that, let me know. Let me know what model you want me to compare down below. Just for fun, I have my old DeWalt version, which is like the old school 18 volt. Let's just try them let's try it against the DeWalt. I kind of want to see, you know, DeWalt, how that thing does, being that it's super old. That's this old guy right here. As far as length comparison goes as well, for the old one, you could see This new stuff has shrunk a bunch. Here's my old DeWalt compared to the new Milwaukee right there. So just so you get an idea. This is like an old school 18 volt. But you know what? I only bought this, I probably bought this 2 years ago. It's probably not that old. Not as old as some of my other stuff down here. Okay, so I'm going to compare the old DeWalt impact driver to the brand new one right here as well, just so we can get kind of a reference of how this technology has gotten so much better. So let's drive a couple more of these things in. Old DeWalt versus new DeWalt. 3, 2, 1. Now, mind you, I just kept going and I drilled right into my table. But as you can see, the old one is much slower. Now let's compare the old one to the new Milwaukee. Okie dokie. Old DeWalt versus new Milwaukee. Whoop, we gave it a little head start, but I don't think it even matters. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, new Milwaukee freaking smoked it. So both of these tools are awesome. I would recommend both of these. I do think the Milwaukee is a little bit more dominant on some of the areas. I do really like the new Milwaukee battery pack, but DeWalt battery packs are great as well. Yeah, I mean, really, it's just down to the old, do you like yellow, do you like red type situation. But if you have not checked out Milwaukee, I definitely recommend to check out Milwaukee. If you have not checked out the DeWalt stuff, check out the DeWalt stuff. See what you like. It's all personal preference, but I did show that this one kind of dominated. Yeah. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I know that went probably way over 2 minutes. I tried to condense it down as much as possible, but I just did want to get a little bit more in depth in this one, as you know, I didn't just want to say this one's better because it's faster. I wanted to go over all the aspects of the impact driver. So we will talk to you soon. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification button if you have not, guys. Later, and wrench on!